Here's the big question I'm asking you folks to help me with. And this is a tough one, but I need help. Are you ready? Here we go. Shakespeare said it best, to be or not to be. That is the question. I'm kind of taking that from Shakespeare and I'm saying to scruff or not to scruff. That is the question. You're looking like, what's he talking about? Well, I'm serious. Scruff or no scruff? What do you think? You know, I drive around town, and when I'm on the Harley, I think the scruff looks right. But when I'm in the Porsche, I don't know, I'm supposed to have that polo player on my chest and be with, Muffy and Puffy, and I'm supposed to be like Binkie and Dinkie, I think. What do you think? I mean, seriously, I value your opinion. And the reason I value your opinion is because, as far as I'm concerned, you're all friends of mine. All of you. And you're such good friends of mine because, you're always there for me. Anytime I have a problem, anytime I'm upset about something, when I'm happy about something, you're always there. You always have your 2 cents to put in, which I appreciate. And I truthfully do. I mean, I really do read these things. I have so many people say to me all the time, you actually read what people say to you? And my answer is yes. Let me back up a little bit on that. And that is, I can't do everything because, very honestly, I'm quite busy. I know you don't realize that. Everybody thinks, well, Rick's been retired for years. He lives a very comfortable life. True. But I'm actually very, very busy. And when I say busy, a lot of people want me to do a lot of things for them, with them, to them. I like the part to them. But it's true. So life gets kind of crazy sometimes, you can't judge a book by its cover, and here I am, an author, telling you that. But if you think about it, you don't know what goes on in my life. I don't know what goes on in your life. I'm hoping everybody has a fabulous life. I really, truthfully mean that. But I'll tell you something. On the course of a day, I get people asking me to do some of the craziest things. And then I get some of the people ask me to do the nicest things. I get invited to a lot of parties, a lot of dinners, a lot of restaurant openings, a lot of club openings. And the reason I get invited to these things is because I draw people. And the reason I draw people is because of the show Marrying Millions. And for the people who are looking for it on Lifetime, you won't find it on Lifetime. You'll find it on Hulu. And it's all over the world. And being that it's all over the world, I have to tell you, I get letters, or emails and texts and YouTube answers or remarks and Instagram remarks from all over the world. And they're quite nice. I mean, they really are quite nice. I got to tell you, there's a couple out there. I mean, there's 2, maybe 3, out of the hundreds and thousands of remarks I get from people. There's basically 2, maybe 3 that are nasty. And, listen, somebody once said, you're not going to like it when they don't talk about you. Now, even though it's negative, doesn't bother me. I mean, listen, there's an old saying, you can please some of the people some of the time, you can't please all the people all the time. Why these people don't like me, I don't know. But thank God it's only like 2 or 3 out of thousands. So I remember my 6th grade teacher, Mrs. Sweedler. And excuse me, it's hot as hell out here today, but I like being out in the sun. So Mrs. Sweedler said something to me, and I made some excuse about something. I don't know what it was all about, but she looked at me, she goes, "Oh, Richard, the whole army's out of step except you." And my answer was, yes. Well, that didn't go over well at all. Not at all. I mean, oh God, I had to go to the blackboard, and for people, people who don't know about blackboards, because everybody knows about computers, they're like a chalkboard, and I had to write on that chalkboard. I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong like 100 times or something like that. Maybe I was. I guess I probably was wrong. But where I'm going with this is life is fun. Make it that way. Keep it that way. If you think you're right, you're right. Don't worry about what other people say. The only thing I'm wondering right now is to scruff or not to scruff. That is the question.